Samsung's next Ultra just leaked, and it might be the biggest visual refresh we've seen in years. Thinner body, a bold new violet color, and yes, the S Pen is still very much alive. If this leak is real, and all signs say it is, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be Samsung's most confident flagship in a long time. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. So here's what happened. A high-quality image that looks straight out of Samsung's own marketing material just surfaced online, shared by Evan Blass, better known as EV Leaks. If you've followed phone leaks for a while, you already know his track record is about as close to flawless as it gets. That's what makes this different from blurry renders or early CAD files. This looks finished, polished, intentional. And the first thing that jumps out is the color. Samsung is calling it Cobalt Violet, and honestly, it looks stunning. Deep, rich, and premium, not flashy, not gimmicky. For years, Samsung's Ultra phones have played it safe with blacks, silvers, and muted tones. This feels like a statement. It's bold without being loud, and it instantly makes the S26 Ultra stand out in a lineup of very serious-looking phones. But the color isn't the most important part. The bigger story here is the design itself. The phone in the leaked image looks noticeably slimmer, not just on paper, but visually. The edges appear more refined, the body looks flatter, and overall it gives off this sense that Samsung is finally trying to make the Ultra feel less like a brick and more like a premium tool you can actually use comfortably every day. And that matters, especially for Ultra buyers. These phones are big, they're powerful, they're loaded with features, but comfort has always been the trade-off. If Samsung really has managed to make the S26 Ultra thinner without sacrificing what makes it an Ultra, that's a huge win for anyone coming from an older Note, an S22 Ultra, or even the S23 generation. Now let's talk about something a lot of people were quietly worried about, the S Pen. It's right there in the image, front and center, no ambiguity. Samsung is clearly saying, relax, the S Pen isn't going anywhere. And that's important, because the Ultra line has basically become the spiritual successor to the Galaxy Note. For people who use their phone for work, sketching, photo editing, or just precise control, the S Pen is not optional. It's the reason they buy this phone. Keeping it while slimming down the device shows that Samsung isn't backing away from its identity, it's refining it. Then there's the camera, specifically that massive 200-megapixel sensor Samsung continues to bet on. While this leak doesn't give us new camera details, it reinforces Samsung's strategy: outspec Apple and Google where it counts. If you care about zoom, detail, and flexibility, Samsung still wants to be the obvious choice. And let's not forget the display. Even without official specs, expectations are high. Samsung already dominates in screen quality, and the Ultra is where they show off. If this thinner design also means slimmer bezels and better ergonomics, that's another quiet but meaningful upgrade. So why does this leak actually matter? Because it feels realistic. This isn't some wish list render or impossible upgrade rumor. This looks like the phone Samsung actually plans to sell, and that makes it easier to imagine whether it's worth upgrading. If you're on an older Ultra or a Note, the S26 Ultra is shaping up to be the kind of upgrade that finally feels justified. New design, better comfort, bold new color, same power user features. It's not reinventing the phone, it's refining the formula in the right places. Personally, the Cobalt Violet color might be my favorite part. Samsung has played it too safe for too long, and this feels like confidence. I've spent a lot of time with the S25 Ultra, and while it's an excellent device, it can feel bulky during long use. The idea of a thinner Ultra that still keeps the S Pen and top-tier camera is genuinely exciting. If this leak is accurate, and again, the source strongly suggests it is, the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just another spec bump. It's Samsung saying they can evolve the Ultra without compromising what made it great in the first place. And that's exactly what an Ultra phone should do. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.